Hey, race fans, how is everyone this morning? All bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, have a great day of racing yesterday? Well, I want to go back to the other night when we had our driver's meeting and talk about how smooth that race course was. How'd that work out for you? Joe, yeah. Keep on talking, I'll make you run for that another day. So, I'm happy you guys all enjoyed that roughness yesterday. How was that last lap? Was that pretty good? Whose kidneys are filling it this morning? Anyone pee blood this morning? Or you're not going fast? There you go. Well, that's just, that's other reasons. That's other reasons to say. All right, announcement. We think, someone dropped this bag off to me this morning. We think it might be someone to do with the Desert Vets Racing, the 5922 car. Everyone knows Daniel Scott? Yeah, Daniel Scott. If anyone knows Daniel Scott, there's like an iPad, tablet, stuff like that. So let me know. I don't like how no one's saying anything. No? It's a vet, so we're going to take care of it. If you could, yeah. That would be awesome. All right. Yeah, so that'd be awesome, yeah. We got some giveaways here to do today, guys. We got 10% off at the Diamond here in Pioneer Crossing. Thank you. I always want to call it Casino West. That's where I grew up at. So. But it's Pioneer Crossing. Big thanks to Safecraft. We got some gift cards that are going to go to third place, $100 to Safecraft. And then Heatwave, we've got a ton of glasses. We're going to hand out basically the first and second place in each class today. On top of that, we got a ton of money we're giving away, so that's pretty fun. Cash money given away by Driven Motorsports out in Fernley. They're giving $200 away for each first place kid in youth. That's cool. And I think we're giving away over $12,000 in paybacks today, guys. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I know. I never put the number out there. You know what's kind of important. You know, people say, "Oh, I wish I could get more payback." I'm like, well, if you look at the total number, $12,000 in payback is pretty solid. Also, look at the amount that you're paying for entry fee, and we could always triple the entry fee and triple the payback. But people know that, right? I think the non-payback people are okay with keeping it like that. So, okay, Frank, are you here? Frank, come on up here. Frank is one of our Yerington City Council members, and I want to bring Frank up and have him, basically, he's got to say hi. We want to give Frank a big... Frank is a huge supporter of VORRA, guys. He's a guy who really was a spearhead to get Farmies off-road work started and going, and keeping it going, and keeping progressing as we're doing right now. So Frank, thank you for everything you do. That was easy. Thank you. We've been very fortunate enough, guys, to have a great working relationship with the City Council, the Mayor, Sheriff, the Police Department, and everything else, and we're very thankful for what everyone does for us in town to keep racing going in Yerington. And there's a reason why this is called the Stomping Grounds, guys. The Stomping Grounds is basically because this is where a lot of us got our start, and for me, it's very important that we keep it going here in this town. Laura's a native of Yerington for the most part. Family has businesses here and everything else, and it's important for us to keep that going for everyone. So thank you guys all for coming. Thank you all for being super cool. We had very little complaints, a couple little things here and there, but you know what, at the end of the day, we had a fun, successful, safe race, and we appreciate everything everyone does for us. So thank you. All right, we're going to get into our youth classes because they need to be represented here. So we're going to start with Youth 570 Mod. Youth 570 Mod. So third place coming out is going to be Shay McCullough. Shay, come on up. I'm pretty sure he will call already. So the second place, he just moved up from 200 up into 570 this race, and that was second place with Colin Brower. So Colin, second place. This guy was ripping. He just stepped up from 200 to 570, and he was throwing it down. So big congratulations to first place in 570 Mod, Hunter Redmeyer.
Yeah, buddy.
And because they're giving $200 cash, and mom and dad will not get this. You get to keep this, okay? So when dad says, hey, you have money, Shay, how was the race?
Good.
Yeah. Oh, all right. All right, go ahead.
I would like to thank Go Fast Girls, VORRA, Bombshell Gear, Reno Cycles and Gear, Mom and Dad, Test and Motorsport, Perfection to Detail, Golden Nugget Automotive, Inside Out Construction, Carson Valley Signs, Anytime Fitness, and Bitch Lab Energy.
Nice. All right. I hope you're not doing that. That's bad, right? All right, Hunter, how was your race, buddy?
Good.
Well, how big of a difference is there between the 200 and the 570?
The 570 was better.
Way faster? So, before we talk about your race, let's talk about what happened on the poker room with Dad. How'd that go? What happened out there? I got a call saying that there was an issue. What happened?
I popped the tire.
And how did you pop the tire?
I hit a big rock.
Yeah, that would probably do it, right? So tell me about the race. How'd it go?
Great.
Is there any factors like dust or anything like that?
Yeah, lots of dust.
Dust is not easy, is it? Who do you want to thank?
VORRA, Unleashed, Alexander for being my co-driver, Mom and Dad.
I think it's, oh, don't forget Grandma and Grandpa too, right?
Grandma and Grandma.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta get it out. Good job, guys. Thank you for coming. Hey, Shay, Hunter, come on over, grab some stickers and stuff like that, whatever you guys want there. We know kids love stickers, right? All right, first place, Youth 1000. Youth 1000, taking the first place and also taking home $200 from Germany and driven off-road. First place, Youth 1000 goes to Shay, sorry, not Shay, Karen McCall. Come on, Karen. Come on up. Oh, really?
It was a rough day yesterday.
All right, well, that's fair enough. So I got 100 here, and I got to get another 100 for you because I gave it away to another guy who sent it off of jump. So. I had to give him $100 cash right there. So make sure you post that video and put it on freaking Instagram or Facebook so I can see it. All right, Darren, how was your day?
It was good.
Well, I guess, we better take it back. How was your day on Friday? Yeah, because you raced yesterday. We'll get to that later. But
Yeah.
how was Friday?
It was fine. It was smooth.
Unlike yesterday.
Exactly right. Who do you want to thank?
Team Real Racing, Fox, Fractal Trailers, Baja Designs, M&M Group, Transit Media Group, Alpine Stars, Reno Cycles and Gear, Inside Out Construction, Golden Nugget Automotive, Alpine Designs, Bombshell Gear, Go Fast Girls, Queen Racing, Anytime Fitness, Driven Off-Road, VORRA, Kryptonite, GFI Racing Nevada, Hollywood Park Casino, Carson Valley Signs, Test and Motorsports, Raceline Wheels, Perfection to Detail, Bitch Lab Energy, and Liberty Mountain Cab.
Excellent. Excellent. Congratulations. Pick up some glasses, some stickers, and the extra $100 there for you too. Oh, and give this to Dad, because, give him some discount lunch today. Trying to help you out. So. You gotta save your money, you got race cars in front. So, well, that's the youth that, I always say this, but like it's, basically the future of VORRA, these guys and gals here. So, we're getting 5, 6, 7 youth entries, but that's 5 more than we were getting last year. So I'm like, why are you wasting your time putting on a race for 5, 6? Because we're just progressing every race. And I want to continue to progress that, and we'll see more and more kids show up. So we're going to keep on doing it, and I think I can speak for Laura that it's great, right? She has not. I tested that actually. So. Let's get to fastest qualifiers from on Friday. Fastest overall UTV goes to, fastest overall goes to Tim Fitzpatrick. Tim, coming up. No, that wasn't, sorry, that was not right. Yeah, no, I'm looking at the other results. I'm sorry. Let's go back to there.
Brian Reed.
Yeah, Brian Reed. Is Brian here? I think he's already gone, right? Yeah, no, okay, it was Brian Reed. They were leaving all day yesterday, had a great race going, and then lost the lifter. Well, not lifter, but either way. Engine issues took him out, so sucks. I'm very sorry to have a great weekend going, and it didn't work out so well, so All right, let's get into the race from yesterday then. All right, let's see, we're gonna go with, right from the start. This guy went out and they decided, hey, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and qualify for this race. And they don't normally qualify. And they went and qualified really well, I think it was 7th overall, and then ended up 5th overall yesterday. So congratulations to Stephen Radke. Come on up, Stephen. All right. Well, I'll let you pull this and tell me how the day went.
Well, the whole weekend was just pretty incredible. Yeah, we've never qualified before, so we're used to starting mid-40s or towards the back of the pack. So normally first lap was just a lot of passing. Normally we passed 20 to 30 cars and finished somewhere in the top 20 overall. But this race we decided to qualify, and we qualified 9th overall, which was a surprise. We were just like, oh, let's go take it easy on qualifying, and I didn't take it easy. But race day, we just kind of held a smooth pace. We knew that attrition would be a big part of it, so we just ran our own race for most of the part. Wasn't pushing too hard, but wasn't going slow either, and we were able to come out with 5th overall. And it was just a perfect day. We had 0 problems with the car. The per hour did great. No flats, no wheel problems, nothing. It's Tensor tires and battle war wheels. After the huge thanks to my dad, he drove the first 2 laps and was able to hold that 9th or 8th overall position. Handed off to me, and I luckily had a good enough car. He didn't break it. And then he co-drove for me the last 3 laps, but we just held together. I did a huge thanks to my pit crew. I think our slowest pit was our driver change, and that was still only about 1.5 minutes. Every pit we had was 30 seconds to a minute for fuel and full check and everything. And then I have to give a huge thanks to all my other sponsors: Lone Star Racing, Sandcraft Motorsports, Optima Batteries, way up there here, Phil from Liberty Mountain Fad, Reno Cycles and Gear, Jordan especially. And yeah, huge thanks to everyone at VORRA and all the volunteers. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. So.
He was being fast, he's getting better and better. His final thoughts, I like that a lot. Next up, we got Pro Stock 2. Pro Stock 2, 3rd place, the U99, Cody Lindquist. Come on up, Cody. Second place, coming out, taking the Big Fire of the Night award, goes to Kyle Kinnear. Come on up, Kyle. And first place, this guy said, oh, you know, I don't really want to race Pro Stock Turbo and take a chance to screw up the points and whatnot, so I'm going to go up to Pro Stock 2. I'm going to mess with Kyle, and sure enough, they came out and did it. So congratulations to Ed Conrad and Gil Madrone. Come on up. I know that was underlining what you were thinking. I'm just going to go out and mess with Kyle, so that's cool. All right, Cody, well, how was your race, bud?
Rough. We had a lot of axle issues, and ended up pulling an axle on course that got up in the wires and into the engine and intake and tore up a lot of things. And so we had already swapped one in pits previously. Then we swapped 2 more after our last pit. I think we lost a lot of time there. Off the course, thanks to VORRA. Last time. Thanks to Caliber Metals, UC's Unleashed, XCOM Tires, Method Wheels, Mid-State Polaris, GPI, so thank you. We'll be back.
We had help race yesterday. We had a lot of, not a lot of carnage, but a bit of carnage in the beginning and got way behind everybody. We ran about 30 miles on the flat and trying to go as hard as we could on the flat to the point where the flat was just completely annihilated coming in the last 10, 15. Gil got me on that flat. That's my excuse why he got me. And then during the rubber was just flinging everywhere, so it took out our downpipe into our clutch housing. And I didn't realize that until we got in the pits. So I just want to make it into the pits and change the flat there and say, let's get now, because I knew all these guys were going to be right on us all day long. And we all were pretty much. But anyways, we got that flat in the pits, so that was nice not having to get out of the car. My kids are creeping up on me here, but they're doing it. Sports in here. But anyways, we pulled off kind of we had a bunch of belt heating issues qualifying, kind of troubleshooted, and then of course took out our downpipes and belt heating issues a little bit through the day, kind of pulled back at the end of the day. And that's when Cody started having issues, so we ended up getting on him. Gil just took off, he was out there and gone. So other than that, we pulled it off. It was a great day overall. Our team kicked butt. I got to thank my wife and father-in-law and our whole pit crew. Just killed it all day long, 288 off-road. Jeremy helped us do a lot of stuff on the car. If anybody's ever in the Nampa, Idaho area, needs to work on the side by side. And other than that, it was just a fun race. And thanks for VORRA and BJ. Sorry for having a big bonfire last night.
Yeah, that's, oh yeah, got it.
Also, we had a deal I said in the driver's meeting, that if you have like video evidence or photograph evidence of a big jump, you would get the winner. And so Jeff, our media guy, was out there at the stadium jump, and of all the ones he had, he said Kyle sent the most. So he's got an extra $100
Not
for
doing
it.
that again.
Yeah.
Picture looks clean, it was not.
Although, so after I made that decision, one of the guys, Xander, how was his last name again? The guys came up to me and showed me an in-car of the video going up the hill right after the start. There was that one, like, you could go to the right and do the stadium jump. He freaking sent it to me. So,
Higher?
oh, it was,
I gotta see.
yeah, yeah. All right, Gil, how was yours?
That was a good race. It was very clean for us. We really got lucky. We had no issues. Car held together, not a single flat. First lap was clean, good clean air. But after that, it just got dustier and dustier and dustier. And so I did the first 3 laps, Ed did the last 2. And for those of you that don't know us, we've been racing with VORRA since BJ and Laura put it together. And we typically race our own cars and we race against each other. But this year, we've been kind of teaming up and racing together, and it's been working out, because every race we've done together, we seem to get this first place, which we really like. So, but I want to thank Driven Off-Road. Where are you guys? They always help us out. They're awesome. Inside Out Construction, all-weather heating and air conditioning, which is my little business in Vacaville, California. So if you live in that area and you need some HVAC help, reach out. Sheds by Ed, this guy right here. If you need a shed built, you can get it done, and I'll put the HVAC in for you. And of course, VORRA and all the VORRA teams.
Real quick, the team was awesome. It was like, our pits were really good, really fast. Thanks to Travis, Arlene, you guys always help us in the pits. That was awesome. As he said, the course was clean and fast. The car was awesome. He gave me the car, and I hit out the first straightaway, and it was so solid. I had to get on the radio and thank him for getting that car to me so solid. And that lasted about 10 miles. And then the driver's side door latch broke. So my door flung half open, and the window net's the only thing holding it. And I got the rubber back on and spent the rest of the race holding the door to make sure it didn't come open again with one hand and driving with the other. So I am sore today. But it was a great race, and he's right. We're team up, father-son team. I love it. I love racing with this guy. I love racing VORRA. Thank you, Laura, all the volunteers, anybody that does tech. You guys come through. You're great. You put up with my jokes. Love you all. Thank you.
Nice job. Big fans of everyone on this podium today, so congratulations, guys. Good weekend of racing. Oh, yeah, also Ed, if you guys want this heat wave, same thing, help yourself. I mean, just one, okay? Listen, heat wave is kind of for the younger generation. I know it's, you guys got some younger guys. There you go. All right, let's see, what we got next? I was going to go with a couple shout outs. So we had quite a bit of carnage out there yesterday as well. So I want to give a shout out to both Jason Bellinger and Chris Durbin and the limited truck. They both had DNFs. Unfortunately, DNFs at that, so I want to make sure that they get a shout out. That's not something we usually say. Usually we're talking about how the Germans are here overall and everything else. So it was nice to see a new overall win with this weekend. So next up, Class 1. Class 1, I can't find it there though, but I don't know where's that. Over here. So anyways, second place, Class 1, goes to 1592, Jeff Carey. Jeff, are you here? And he's probably on his way home back to Scottsdale, Arizona. So that's a trip home. And first place coming out, first place in Class 1 goes to Mr. Rob Parsons. Rob Parsons, come on up. Not only is he getting the first place in Class 1, but he's also getting the overall for the, I don't know if it counts because you're in a Pro R, but you're in the in Class 1. So basically you get a check for $1,440.
Oh, nice.
So anyways, yeah, first, thanks to BJ and the crew for doing the off-road gig. They do a lot of hoopla to make this happen, so we all appreciate it. Thanks BJ and everybody for doing everything. Again, I want to thank my kid Josh for being my co-driver, and he had a good attitude. I was just going to break him in easy, not even qualify, just go out and kind of drive and have fun. But he's like, no, Papa, go qualify and go for the win. I go, okay, you know what you're in for. And so we got the off-road blender and did a great job co-driving. And that tracker box, first time I used it, that thing was great. I mean, it makes it so much easier in order in the hands, everybody passes a lot cleaner. And, very cool, very good. And I only got there a few days before the race, and in my last second gig, and with that car, it's great. I just race, wash, repeat. I think it was like the 7th or 8th race, and bone stock, never any kind of failure. All I do is take it over to Reno Cycling Gear, Bill and his crew, put some oil and a belt in it, and run it again, and it survived again. It's amazing what those golf carts are doing now. It's kind of long. We got a little bit of a kill trip for not working hard enough. And the next, I really appreciate you bringing ProPit out, and Dennis and Tracy and their crew to help out. I just show up in the Kmart gas cans and drive everybody nuts, and they make it happen. So, they did great pitting, good pitting, and a good hangover. I appreciate that. And also, kind of the last thing, come November, I just want to make sure everybody, we got a nation to save. And it's really important everybody gets out, gets their vote, everybody else vote in, because there's some unsustainable stuff going on that might even compromise our off-road racing. And I want to see a balanced approach to the stuff we do, be able to keep doing it. So that's important, everybody gets out and makes that effort. And last, there's an old-time racer that I first started racing for, Randy Miller. Anybody's been here for a long time. He ran the sportsman class. He was a good buddy and a mentor that got me started with VORRA, and was really helped me, got me started, kept me going through all the years. And he's kind of in the hospital with a fight right now. So any prayers and positive energy you can put toward him, that'd be helpful. And I dedicate this win to him.
I just saw Randy a couple weeks ago at a party, and he seemed to be doing okay, but he is fighting a little bit right now. And Randy actually might have been one of the first guys I ever rode with at like 13 out here. So it goes. I'm glad you said something, Rob. So Rob is usually the guy who shows up, like you said, Kmart gas cans by himself, no co-driver. That's why he races Class 1 with his UTV and not Unlimited, because he's usually solo to race in the UTV class. You're supposed to have 2, right? So that's why he usually is a solo there, so in Class 1. So congratulations, Rob, on not only first place in Class 1, but the overall. So next up, Group T. Group T making a comeback, coming out for some fun. Congratulations. Third place goes to 8081 at Bruce Field. Come on up, Bruce Field. Second place in Group T is going to go to the 805, coming all the way down from British Columbia. It goes to Darryl Johnson. Darryl, come on up. And first place going to the number 45 of Richard Gatcham. Come on up, Richard. Come on up. Are you here or did you go home? Yeah, he's got to go back to British Columbia as well. So who has a farther trip? You guys or him? Richard?
Richard's a little bit further.
Oh, 2 hours. Man, you got to take a ferry. appreciate that. All right, well, Bruce, yeah, tell me, Bruce and Matt, tell me how the week went and the race went.
Thanks, BJ, appreciate it, and yeah, glad to be back. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Let's see. We miscalculated the fuel a bit. We were gonna splash and go 10 gallons at Pro Pit. We were a mile and a half short. We called in the Pro Pit and they had gas out to us within like 10 minutes. So after that, lap 3, I hit the microwave rock and flatted, but was able to drive it to the top of the canyon so I could change it. And then Matt took over for lap 4 and 5, and we lost an alternator. And the truck just went black, and we coasted off to the side. So the crew was able to get an alternator out to us, and we changed it and finished all 5 laps. And it's great to be back. Appreciate it. Kicking in, and VORRA exhaust, K&N, and Lucas Oil. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for letting us race the game with you guys. It's all worth coming down from Canada for this. It was an awesome race. A little bit of everything, which was good. I'm a little bit sore today, but it was well worth it.
So much.
And I did the first 3 laps, and my son here is his first time driving off-road, desert racing, and he got lost in the last 2 laps for our second place finish, which was awesome. And again, I just want to thank you guys for putting this on, and thank you very much.
Make sure you get some glasses. If anyone doesn't know, this is Matt Field. He's a professional drifter and also heat wave sponsored, so he's the one who got us all hooked up with the heat wave stuff. So thank you, Matt.
I'll try to keep it going and see if they can round all the races. Awesome. Thank you guys.
We were talking about, me and Matt, like, literally grew up together. Matt, you how 30, how old are you?
I think I'm 35 in like a week or two.
And I'm 42, so like, we were basically kids growing up around VORRA and Bruce and stuff, so having back out here is pretty cool.
You know what's funny? I showed up to the casino and I walk in, and the first thing I do is like, youth rushes back over me, hearing the slot machine, smelling the indoor smoking. I love it. So it's like, it's a way of life that obviously we haven't been racing in 3 years, so coming back was like a homecoming, man. I love it. I grew up on this, so thank you guys. Literally grew up at VORRA myself too, so awesome. Thanks, very cool.
Appreciate it. Very good guy. Thank you, Bruce. And as a guy who just quit smoking 3 weeks ago, I do not like that smoke smell anymore. Jesus. Yes. Oh, that's right. See, you're supposed to run. All right, next up, I got Class 10. Class 10, this is a fun race as well. Coming out, and you worked hard at him, I think, the second race for it. So second place goes to Kenny Yacht. Kenny, come on up. In first place, the driver of record's name is actually Dennis Kardanovic, but it wasn't Dennis doing the driving this week, and he had the crew driving for him. So that was pretty cool. So Dennis, or I should say John, come on up, guys. Who actually did all the driving? Was it just you? Oh, he said old guy. He said old guys falling down. I didn't say that. Oh, old guy not falling down. All right, there we go. All right, well, tell me how your day went.
Oh, it was interesting. Had the same rock that Bruce hit. I hit that when I was tailing the Manx car. Ruined the tire. And the next lap when I came around, I tried to avoid the tire and I rolled. And landed back on my wheels, and Al said, "You all right?" He goes, "Yep." Fired it up, took off. So,
Those are the best.
yeah. So rough course at the end. That was a challenge, but fast, fun. It brought me back to years ago when we used to race this stuff. So yeah, the course is, pretty much the same, other than it's not long enough. Good. I like them when they're longer. It stretches people out and gets so tight, and the dust is bad. So thank VORRA, my wife. All my family that helps me out comes out here, all my friends and my pit crew. 2 of my employees come out here and help us out and have fun too, so thanks to all of them. And BMP Tires, best tires ever. That flap was absolutely 100% the Manx car's fault. I was right on him, and he moved over, and I hit it. No way that I could avoid it. Literally no way. But no, they are awesome tires. So, thank my business, my dad's business, Osborne Improvement. They support the car and get us out here. So, and again, thank you, VORRA. Appreciate it.
So this is the second time I've raced. I made 1.5 laps the previous race. Sorry. And I have to thank Dennis. He gave me this opportunity. It's awesome. Not everybody says drive my car. And so then I was worried about taking care of it. I got that done, but I can honestly tell you that is a very well-built car. It did everything that I asked it to do and more. I want to thank VORRA. I want to thank all the people who support VORRA, Driven, Mr. Bill with Reno Cycle and Gear, everybody that does that, Pro Pit. I had them do the fueling all day, and they did an awesome job, as always. And I don't know what else to say, I'm nervous. But how my day went. Dusty first lap, I just figured I'd just kind of hang out for a while and just try and play it smart. Second lap, there was nothing and just pure clean air, which meant all the fast guys had just left me, which is pretty concerning. But so I just tried to do, my intention for the whole thing was to finish 5 laps and just do 5 good laps. And then I found myself going faster and faster and faster. On the last lap, I got a little dust and was trying to push a side by side, and I caught him and I gave him the button and he sprinted. It was going to make me earn it. And I kept trying and trying and trying. We was ripping through the canyon on the way in, and I just couldn't get him. Just couldn't get him. But other than that, it was a great time, great opportunity, and thank you.
Safe craft, you can get yourself oh, there we go. And then you can get yourself a heat wave as well, John. But here's Dennis. So, real quick backstory. Dennis obviously owned VORRA way back in the day. Dennis gave me my first Class 10 car to race. Said, here's a rolling chassis, come get it. Me and Kenny used to have the most battles ever. So the fact that we're full circle in this background is pretty cool for me. Look at Dennis now progressing with that as well.
Do you guys recognize this man right here?
Yes.
Part of Pro Pit. I am the most blessed person in VORRA. Because not only do I have John that helps, but there's 4 other people that are the main core for racing, and they accept nothing from me in return. They won't take a dime. They love the sport. So about a month ago, I go up to all of the core people, there's 4 of them, and I said, we'll take 1 lap to show my appreciation to everybody. So I said, John, or Amen, he was my first phone call. John goes, yeah, Amen. And so I called the other 3, and they don't want to do it. So John and I go out to Weeks to test the race car. And I said, John, take it down to Hawthorne and you prep it down there. But I'm going to be honest with you, John. I lied. I have no intention of getting in that race car. Now he's nervous. So now what happened, and I'm going to make this as short as I possibly can because he's truly a stellar individual. We're sitting there eating breakfast. Now he's got a big head. He thinks he's worthy of passing out autographs. So Kathy and Tracy, John.
Stop the start of that. That's wrong.
I want my shirt autographed, buddy. And there it is. At the end of the awards, John will be standing by the door there to give autographs. Look here.
Tattoo. Well, that's pretty awesome. I like that. You're gonna have to get it tattooed on your arm. All right. So please, everyone stop by, make it my sign, that would be awesome. First place, 4,400. I was told I have 1 hour, yeah. I got what, 15? Oh, you're screwed. All right, first place, we gotta run through this. First place, 4,400 goes to John and Jody Holtzman. Come on up, John and Jody. I called her out too. And I know, I saw the last couple of laps who was driving. So you get to have that. Come on up, tell me how your day went.
Yeah, we had a great day. I drove the first 2 laps, Jody drove the last 3 laps, and it was her birthday. And, we did time to great track. It's the first time I've ran on that course with you guys, and I loved it. It was high speed fun. Definitely liked it. Just get rough. On the second lap, I can only imagine after the race. But yeah, no, it was good. We fought. We had a steering issues. We found after we flew past the pro head, come around, and we ended up losing a belt, and the steering pump kept slowing down and picking the belt off. And so we held everyone up trying to get over. Sometimes it just wouldn't steer. So that otherwise had a good day. Yeah, it was fast course. It was fun. Yeah, great time. So always love going to VORRA races, clean racers. That's a lot of fun. Don't always get that in other organizations, so that's really good. And yeah, thank you. As far as Pro Pit, definitely want to thank Pro Pit. They definitely take care of us every time. Raceline Wheels, 4x4, JR's Transmission, Justin Tent Lab, Rock and Road Performance, Rod Pro Straps, Hardwire Motorsports, Warren Ranch Factory 55, VORRA, Reno Cycle and Gear. Jordan takes care of us every time. GPSs, we're not computer people at all. So, anyways, well, thank you very much. VORRA volunteers, thank you very much.
Maybe a sticker, any refreshment? Counts for it. Good. All right, next up we're going to have Sportsman UTV. Sportsman UTV, these guys had a fun race, and coming in third place is the 59-59 Cody Wolf. Come on up, Cody, here. Second place, coming out in Sportsman UTV goes to the 316 of Steve Austin. Come on up, Steve. And taking that first place, and I know he was gunning for this one, so I'm excited to see him get the win. Goes to Matthew Ventura. Matthew, come on up. Yeah, buddy. I think we have this discussion in tech, didn't we? This is what his outcome he wanted to see was. So, Cody, how was your day?
Our day was great. Other than glazed belt, we didn't have a single issue. We tried catching Steve. We saw him with a flat tire. Thought we stood a chance of beating him this time. We've been chasing him all season. But lo and behold, he came up from behind and passed us once again. We got to thank Samcraft, Harvey's ATV Clutches, the Gonzalez family for helping us out, and the McCullough Compound. You guys have been helping us since the beginning of the season. Just want to say thank you guys. Without any of you, couldn't have done it.
Before I get started, I'll keep it short. I want to thank my wife, Kristen, because she takes care of all the animals while I'm out here doing this. So if it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't be here. And also thank you to VORRA, Lauren, BJ, and I love racing with you guys and hanging out in the desert with all y'all. It's a great time, so I appreciate all of it. Going to the car. Yeah, hey, we had a couple flats out there, I did my best as a driver. I thought I could have drove a better race. I got to do a better job picking my lines. But we gave it everything we had. You earned that victory. We tried to do everything we could to get across that finish line first, and we didn't. But we tried hard. I got a new suspension system from Texera Tech. If I can learn how to use that thing, I'll be dangerous. That's a great suspension system, and I love it. Thank you to Maxxis. Thank you to KWI Clutching and Gates Belts. And I'll leave it at that, but those belts always pull through for us. I think Zach had a few issues. I want to shout Zach out, man. That's my teammate. Ran a hell of a race yesterday. I know you're about to come up here, but way to go, buddy. So impressive, and you're a hell of a teammate. Also, in growing the VORRA community, I'd like to welcome two friends of mine, John and Lisa Berger. They joined up on the GFI team, and we're happy to have them aboard. Thanks to our pit crew, man, they worked their asses off and kept us, me and Zach, going. Thank you very much, and congrats to you for winning.
First off, I'd like to thank VORRA for everything as always, and my pit crew, always helping me out, getting fast pits and everything. Milestar tires, they run great every race. And it was a dusty day yesterday, just tried to get out in front and work our way through the dust the first lap, and kind of just kept a good pace. Had the seat bracket break on the second lap, so I was kind of moving forward and back a little bit, and got something stuffed in there, and then blew the diff, and still managed to make it to the finish, and that's a big win for our team, and we're super stoked on it, so we plan to do it again next race.
Thank you. Don't forget your heat too. Yeah. So yeah, that's going to tighten up the points a little bit. They're going to the last round of Gold Rush, so that'll be entertaining to see how things pan out there. So that'll be fun. So next up, Class 9, second place. This was when it's all said and done, 13 seconds difference, guys. 13 seconds difference. We started them a little bit. We did something a little different this race. We started them at 7 a.m. I don't know how that worked out for like the fast guys at the beginning or all together, because it turned out they ran way faster, not way faster, but about 15 minutes faster lap than I thought they might. So they ended up coming through the start line as some of the other guys were still starting as well. So that made it a little entertaining, but what I think it did do is spread things out so that when the leaders caught them, it was a little bit easier. Second place goes to Travis Weir. Travis, come on up. And first place is already home, because I talked to him this morning, at 5:30 this morning, so I already know he's at home just waking up, but that went to the 944 of Grant, Ashley, and Troy Robinson, a whole family. So, Travis, how did you nail that first time when you came around? I'm like, here he comes already. 15 minutes after I thought you were going to do, so nice job.
Well, first, I'd like to start by thanking all co-drivers and drivers. We typically run into issues with people being impatient or not letting us by, but yesterday was a tenfold difference from the entire 9-town. I heard nobody had an issue, and all day was clean. Personally, we had a couple cars behind us in the canyon, nothing we could do to get out of the way, but everybody just sat back there and waited till we could get out of the way, and off went the pissed off UTVs. But thank you guys. One, not hitting us. We try our best, but little Class 9s, they don't go very fast. You guys have 30 inches in one corner. We have that total. So it's hard to get off on the side. But yeah, just thank you drivers, co-drivers, for being attentive and being patient. That's a really big thing for us 9s, and it helps a lot, so thank you. As far as my day, I would have got them if I didn't have 2 flats. But unfortunately, no mechanicals, which is good, but 2 flat tires ended up costing us the win by, like he said, 13 seconds. But yeah, I just thank Tracy, Dennis, Pro Pit, and all the VORRA tiers, all the VORRA workers. Everybody. It was a flawless weekend and couldn't have had more fun. But thank you, Mom and Dad, for helping me come out here. Blood Lubricants are a big supporter. GoPro, Action Sports canopies, and Chargel gel pouches. Those 9 cars beat you up, and those gel pouches really help push through and get the day done. So that's pretty much it. Just a smooth day, and thank you to all of you guys. It was a really big difference today or yesterday from the last couple of races. But thank you guys. Truly appreciate it.
All right, next up, oh yeah, don't forget your thing. I'm going to forget it. Just going through a couple guys. Chris Wycott in the Class 11, they were probably already on the way home. They had a DNF. Stephen Dobbs in 1450, they had a DNF, but was after having a good race all day, had a DNF at the end of the day. And Sportsman Buggy Brian Powell, he's already on the way home as well. So just want to give those guys congratulations to Brian Powell and everyone else. Group T Light, third place goes to the 717 of Kelly McDonald. Come on, Kelly. Second place goes to the 768 of Mark Saul. Mark, are you here? He's on his way home back to Tacoma, Washington, another 4-hour drive. And first place goes to Ben Saunders. Ben, are you here? He's on his long trip back home to Rescue, California. So, second place, or third place, is going over to Kelly. There it is. There we go. And we're going to give you a $100 Safe Craft gift card there as well. And tell me how your day went.
Oh, first of all, how I got to the day. The last race, I rolled the Jeep and thought my season was over. My wife said, "You're not giving up." And then she lost her older brother before we left to come here. But, so we knew we were coming and we were going to do it. And so I got it together up in Washington in my dirt lot because I don't have a garage. And my middle son, Cruz, helped me out. And so we got it together, got up here, had no pre-run time or test time while we were down there. Got out on the poker run, 18 miles, had fuel problems. And thought our day was over after that. So we came back, couldn't find a fuel pump, changed the fuel filter and bumped the pressure up 10 PSI on the regulator, and started the race just hoping we could make it, and phenomenal day. Had a great day running, had no problems, hope I got out of everybody's way as fast as I could. It was crazy sitting on the starting line seeing that first Class 9 car go by. And I'm like, he's going by on his first lap, and we haven't even started yet, you know. I hope we got out of those guys' way because they were right in front of us. And I knew the second place guy. I think I started, and he was either behind me, and I got out of his way right away, or I let him by, and he was right in front of me. And I said, well, I'm not going to try to pass him if I could, you know. But I couldn't anyway, so 9 cars are fast. But it's just so fun. But anyways, had no problems in the whole race, no flats or nothing. On the third lap, I hit a bad dip, and my roof is coming off. After the rollover, the roof is like, it wanted to come off the whole race through that rough shit, you know? And so it stayed on there, and we hit that bump, and we were coming back. We had already passed Poe Pit, and coming back on the other way. My son's like, pull over there, and I'm like, what can they do, what can they do? And he's like, I don't know, they might do something. And the doors were like wanting to fall off. We pull in the Pro Pit, and they're great. I said, hey, can you zip tie this thing back on for me or something? And they grabbed some hose clamps, and they hose clamped the A-pillar from the roof to the cage, and it held great. So big shout out to Pro Pit for doing that, you know. And just anyways, we got to the end, and everybody that caught us going in the wash. And so it was so hard to get out of their way. So and then every time I'd get out of their way, I had trouble getting mine back in gear. So I was always stuck after I let them by. And the last lap, about, I don't know, it was about 15 miles into the fuel filter started to do the thing again. And I thought, oh no, not now, not now. And we got right in the middle of the wash towards the top where nobody could have got by us, and it died. And I'm like, oh God. So I told my good co-driver, Paul, which is my oldest son, did a fantastic job. I said, push the button, because I can't even reach the starter button. And he's holding the button, I'm holding it to the floor, and it fired up and cleared out, and we made it up. Once we made the top, I said, man, I can coast down to the bottom. So we made the finish, and just a great day to finish in after what happened last race. I thought it was all over for my season. Anyways, I want to thank especially my wife. And then we have 3 volunteers in our pit that come out, Lee, Bill, and Aaron, as our fuel. And they take care of both my car and Mark's car. So it's, and you know, not a big crew. Anyways, congratulations to Mark. He won the championship and never won a race, but he finished every mile of every race. And that's how you win a championship. And congratulations to Ben for his first place finish. And I want to really thank BJ and Laura. I mean, they're fantastic at keeping this together. It must be a nightmare. All the volunteers that gave us a ride back last time after the rollover and stuff. And then the one rescue volunteers that Brock and Teresa, they actually took my trailer and my car down into the pits because my motorhome we always get there early, and they hadn't cleaned out the pit yet. And I'm like, I'm not taking my motor home in this place. So they towed it down there for me, and they've been a savior. They're the ones that pulled us out. The second race, I got stuck in my motor home, and they pulled us out. So it's just thanks for all the volunteers and all the racers too. I mean, nobody's hit me in the rear yet, and I know I'm one of the slowest, probably one of the biggest, slowest vehicles, making the most dust. So I'm pretty sure you want to hit me, and they haven't. So thanks for everybody and everything.
There you go. All right, next up, OG Pro Stock Turbo. OG Pro Stock Turbo. Taking third place, the 3913 of Taryn McCall. Taryn, come on up. And second place, going to the 3966 of Chase Rosenquist. Chase, you here? No Chase? And first place in OG Pro Stock, getting his first place in UTV, Scott Hansen. Scott, you here? Yes, Scott. All right, so it's on you, Taryn. So check this out. First place on Friday, third place today. Not bad for points. How you feeling?
Sore, very freaking sore. Well, I want to thank my parents, number one, because it's their wedding anniversary and they let me race this weekend. Yeah! It was definitely a long day yesterday. Unfortunately, on lap 3, I rolled, but I was able to get back over thanks to Cody and Payson for flipping me over. It's my fault they didn't beat Steve, apparently. I just decided VORRA needed a little Macala gymnastics back in my life, so, you know, of course. Lap 2, I got a flat, came into pit with a bent wheel. Lap 4, I lost a complete bolt, thanks to Class 1 Motorsports and my co-driver for helping me get it fixed. There was no way I would have been able to finish the race without all the help from everyone yesterday. My team in the pits who killed it every time, Mom for keeping me calm when I was in the pits and needed food, Dad for making sure my car was ready to go every time I left, my amazing co-driver Wiggs for driving while I was trying to shut my window net. He had an experience yesterday, let's say that. It was the first time he rolled in a side-by-side. All the amazing VORRA staff and VORRA tiers, and all my amazing sponsors, Team Real Racing, Fox, Fractal Trailers, Baja Designs, M&M Group, Media, Transit Media Group, Alpine Stars, Reno Types of Gear, Inside Out Construction, Golden Nugget Automotive, Alpine Designs, Bombshell Gear, Go Fast Girls, Queen Racing, Anytime Fitness, Driven Off-Road, VORRA, Kryptonite, GFI Racing Nevada, Hollywood Park Casino, Carson Valley Signs, Testa Motorsports, Raceline Mills, Perfection of Detail, Bitch Slab Energy, and Liberty Mountain Pad.
As always, excellent job. Thank you, Taryn. Second, Unlimited UTV, second place, Andrew Reitmeyer. Come on up, Andrew. And first place goes to Steven Scott. Steven, are you here, or where did they go? I don't see him. All right, so Andrew, how was your day?
It was really good till the end, but we ran a perfect clean race for basically 5 laps till 4 miles before. We were stuck behind the car, couldn't get past them. We tried, we tried really hard through the whole 5th lap. And then I found a spot where I might be able to cruise around them. Well, I hit a bunch of rocks and broke a ball joint 4 miles before the finish line. So that cost me about 25 minutes. But besides that, clean race, no tires, nothing. And I'd like to thank Caliber Metals, Excellent Tires, and the whole pit crew and everybody that came down to help us. We appreciate it a lot.
Nice, helpful, and thanks for the unicorn people on there yesterday. Very silly. All right, Pro NA, I'm going to say Xander, right? Yeah. Xander, all right, Xander. All right, third place. First time racing with VORRA, coming out getting a third place. That's not a bad way to do it. Although we're going to have to get you another t-shirt there, bud. Sorry about that. Second place, going to go over to Mr. Matt Myers. Matt, you here? Yeah, first place of the year, coming back in the second place. And first place is going to go to 1941 of Zach Kistner. Zach Kistner, come on up. So you guys both got heat waves coming to you afterwards. Actually, you know what? I'm going to hook you up and get you a heat wave, pair of heat waves as well. So after we're done here, go ahead and pick one as well. So tell me how your race went. How you came with, originally these guys signed up for Pro Stock 1, It was your brother and a cousin? Both, okay, those are the cousins, the brothers are on their side, so. But they all signed up for Pro Stock 1, I'm like, what, we're gonna have a family class? I'm like, no, let's bump these guys up and throw a name, so. It looks like it was a good move, because here you're on the box, huh?
Yesterday was long. It was good. We broke a lot of things, unfortunately. But we still ended up finishing. That's really all I could ask for. And thank you to everyone that helped me. VORRA Racing, Squatchnut, UTV Unleashed in the pits. Just thank you to everyone. Thank you for my dad for co-piloting. Couldn't have done it without him.
Hey, we had a great day. First off, I want to start with thanking my family and my team before I forget. And, we had not planned to be here in 2024 at all. We went out, bought a piece of property and a house. And, a lender in the game wants to lock in my bank account while we prep a car. So we took a break. And at the end of the day, we had an opportunity about a month ago to get it out, team up with a professional driver that basically he's out there running an M4 GT3 car on a daily. And never actually ridden in the dirt. Well, he rode in the dirt, never ridden in the dirt. So he came out and he rode with us, and he rode with me in the first 2 laps, and then I turned over the car. It's like having a child, because like nobody without a Myers name has ever driven our car before, so we did that. And then we had at the last minute, most of our team's gone military training. We got 2 members out of training, and then all of a sudden we got the fire in Reno, and 2 of our, my son and another member got activated for the fire. So we were down on a co-driver. So we called over Cycles and Gear, asked Jordan if he would actually ride with us, and he jumped in, and he was more than happy to. Did an awesome job, kept Sam on point, and kept him piloting the car. Sam was a great driver. Anyway, Sam Craven, the real Sam Craven, known on Instagram. If you want to follow him, anyway, he showed up, did a great job. I'd like to thank Alchemy Research and Development. I'd like to ARCAT. Alpine Lock and Key, thank you for letting us team up with you and actually pit with you yesterday. That was great help. We were down on team members, so great deal. The race went great. No flats, no belts, no mechanical issues. We stopped one time because Jordan didn't have the Parker pumper, wasn't working, but actually the hose just fell off, so we put the hose back on, sent them out. Great day. Great team effort, and still got beat by this guy. These guys are solid. Anytime Kawasaki, the GFI crew shows up, you know they're going to have a competition. So good job on that, and congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, Matt. Glad to see you back out here. We love seeing you here. And we definitely had fun all last year, and glad you're back. And more battles, so it's always fun. We like to see. It's kind of cool seeing we had like 5 or 6 guys in our class, and as far as our race went, I mean, it was a pretty good race. I mean, we had a couple little hiccups and everything. Only made Tony get out of the car 1 time this time, so we did the Vegas Reno. I hadn't been in and out of that car 5 or 6 times, and made him work for it. This one didn't have to work as hard. But, so other than that, I mean, it was a pretty good day. Kind of smooth. A couple of hiccups here and there. Biggest thing is, like, we're 30 miles out, and we're going down one of those long straightaways, and the car just shut off. And me and Tony just kind of look at each other and like, what, is this how the day's going to end? And pulled over, turned everything off, turned it back on, and went like another 2-3 miles, and it shut off again. And it was just, so we just kind of fought it. Went it to the finish line, but whole GFI crew, I mean, we're able to get it done every time, and we just got a good backing of people, and Broken Skull Beer, GFI, Kawasaki, Maxxis Tires, put all of us together, and it just seems to be a really good combination for our race car. So thank you everybody who helps get this done. Gage, I don't see Gage, but Gage, my mechanic, there he is, Gage, works hard, works making sure Steve's in my car are ready to go every time. And thank you, BJ, Laura, the whole VORRA crew for making this happen. Thank you.
Always a good time with these guys. Just real quick, let's run down our sponsors. I know everyone's coming way real quick. We got one more class. Want to give a huge shout out to Broken Skull Beer, Deanie's Casino, Pioneer Crossing, Ace Hardware, Power Roofing. I can go on for days. The Heat Wave, Couple things, guys, I just want to make sure you guys are aware before we get this last class. Next year is our 50th anniversary. I know we're not going to, we still have one more race this year, Gold Rush, but there's not going to be, I'm sure we're only going to get about half of you guys to show up to Gold Rush. That's okay. But 2025, our 50th anniversary, we're going to have this race, and it's going to be a 100-mile loop. It's going to go out 2 weeks and back. That's going to spread it out into the big race. Bring back the old school and bring people forward. That's going to be good. 5 minutes. I got you. All right, and then secondly, we're not going to have Fallon on the schedule. The reason being is we're going to be racing out of Hawthorne and making one big loop with Fallon and Hawthorne all in one loop. So we get all the courses in one in March outside of the 100 degree and no lake there. So that's good. So those are a couple races we have on tap on our end. We got the 1,000-mile race with Legacy, VORRA, King of the Castle, and possibly 2 more organizations. We're trying to get 5 and 6 organizations to team up for this 1,000-mile race. It's going to be absolutely epic. We'll have Gold Rush again, and we'll have the Yerington 250 over here at Farming's Off-Road Park. So that's just a rundown what we have for the race. We'll be announcing the schedule here in the next week or so. We're just waiting on BLM to give us the final go-ahead with what we have planned. All right, I think I got enough out. Anything I missed there? All right, on to our last race, last class. Third place, Pro UTV, Sean Cook. Sean, you here, Sean? All right, third place is Sean Cook. Second place coming out, I think this is our third race, and staying right there on the top with the fast guys goes to Will Atkinson. You here? And first place, not only taking first place in class, but first place overall, and taking home $2,001 goes to Tim Fitzpatrick. Come on, man. For you guys that don't know, if you're in a class and you have 10 in class, you get your entry fee back, plus overall and stuff like that. So in this case, he's getting $2,000 today. So not a bad day of racing, if you ask me. And the cool thing about it is it's almost like a driven on, basically podium here. So how was your day?
It went great. The first couple laps were really dusty, just passing a lot of people. Had clean air through the third lap. Then it got really tough. Had to really try for second place in the 5th lap. But it was a fun race. I really just want to thank Driven and our pit team. Couldn't do it without them. And yeah, Tim?
You're not going to thank your dad?
He knows it.
Okay, well, I want to thank VORRA, Laura, BJ, all volunteers. Excuse me, I'm a little hoarse. I think, I don't know if it's the dust or all the beer I drink. Don't feel really good right now, but I'm trying to get through it. I'm going to go through real quick all our sponsors. Of course, Chad Thornton, good friend of mine. I raced motorcycles for him a long time ago. John Tomla was up here earlier. I don't know if he's still up here, but that was not his first race. That guy was a badass man one time on a motorcycle, a long time ago. And then C&J Equipment, driven off-road, of course, Willwood Brakes, Podium Suspension. They keep saying that it was rough, but the course really wasn't that rough. So if you need some good suspension tuning, get a hold of Joey at Podium. He's down there with Lone Star. KWI Clutching, TPR Industries, Sandcraft, Hyperco Springs, Reno Cycles and Gear. Jordan always takes care of us, make sure we have our parts. Appreciate you guys. Method Wheels and Tensor Tires. And I want to thank Bodie also, my co-driver. Can't do it without him. The pace yesterday was off the hook. I mean, that Class 1 car, Alex Baker, and the guy with the new red Can-Am, they were putting down a pace. And Bodie at one time told me, he was like, we haven't gone this fast before. Please don't wad me up out here. I want to thank all the heavy metals. You guys all got out of our way. Class 9s were super, super awesome. All the guys in the golf carts, you guys aren't so awesome. I mean, we were pitting push to pass, push to pass, push to pass. And I want to apologize to Steve Austin. We were in the canyon, no way really to go, but I asked Bodie, we had been chasing him for a while, did they acknowledge push to pass? He said no. And so it's not every day you can say you tap Steve Austin on the ass and get away with it. But thank you. I didn't expect you to get all the way until we got to the top of the hill. I just stayed right there. We had the horn blaring. All of a sudden, like anybody that's going up that thing says they can't get out of the way. Maybe a Class 9 because you got to have your momentum.
but he just shot up to the side. I'm like, holy shit, I hope he doesn't roll over. And we went right on by. Thank you very much for that. And I want to thank Jeremy for the prep, Heather for the prep, all the hard work that they put in. Couldn't do it without those guys.
I don't really have much to say. I just sat in the car for 300 miles, but I'm ready for 300 more, so we'll go ahead and go with that. Tim did all the sponsors. I want to thank my girlfriend, my dad. He's not here right now, but he's been working for Pro Pit for a lot of years, and he's the one who got me into this stuff. And thank Tim for letting me sit next to him, even though he scares the shit out of me most of the time. But we'll keep going with it. So thank you, Tim. Thank you, VORRA. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
All right, guys, well, that's it. That's all we got for today. So thanks all for coming and hanging out. A huge thank you to my amazing wife, as always. Without her, we wouldn't be here. Big thanks to all the volunteers and team recovery. John over there with Desert Rider, thank you so much. And everyone, guys, thank you all for everything you guys all do. And we'll see you at Gold Rush. And get home safe.